Someone recently asked me how I make the V-jaws on my tongs, and upon showing them this old guillotine tool, I was shocked by the dilapidated state of this tool. I need a new, more heavy-duty version. I purchased small tube pieces ages ago, and I have 2 offcuts left over that are longer. I took them to the machinist and got them milled how I want. I'll get a hardy shank welded on, and this should be really good. So this die stock is 1050, and a conundrum is to get a size that fits just right inside of that tubing. I decided to go with stock that's larger than the tube opening and have the machinist mill that so it'll fit perfectly and move freely. So you can see I've got top and bottom fuller, top and bottom flat, and the V-jaw dies. I forgot to make the top V-jaw die longer because it sits within that V, and so it needs to be a little bit longer to stand proud of the guillotine tool frame. I could cut the top of the tube, but I think I'll hold off doing that. I think I'll maybe just bolster the bottom end somehow. Anyway, I'll make it work. You need about that much height so you can easily grasp with your fingers, and also so in case it mushrooms, it doesn't distort the tube at all. Here's a leftover tube piece from ages ago. It's just too thin-walled, and you'll see that clearly when I compare it with this new version. Do have a little extra height here, but as I said, I won't cut it for now. Besides being heavier, this tubing is seamless extruded tubing, which is pretty expensive. So I got the hardy shank welded onto the tube guide and ready to go. I dressed them, and now I just need to heat treat the dies. So this is a pretty simple guillotine tool, and if I'm being really honest, it's limited as well. It's not for stock that's above 1 inch. However, the strength of this type of guillotine tool is it's very accurate. Since I've got that short top die, I figure this will work in a pinch. Alright, I got the dies heat treated and ready to go. So this is the stock that I use for the dies. It's 19 millimeters thick by 15 millimeters wide, and you can see how much material had to be removed. This really added to the cost, so in the future I'm going to have to think, do I try to find larger tubing, or do I take this stock to a company that specializes in planing steel? It's got a real nice feel. I'm just lightly hammering, and I can feel the material moving very easily. Being just that much heavier does make a difference. I need to give a really big shout out to 2 guys for their recent very generous donations to the channel. They are John Besson and Ron Thacker. Thanks so much, fellas, for helping to keep these videos coming to life. I'm really pleased so far. Like I said, this tool is nothing fancy, but it's really stout. I've been getting good use out of my no rivet, fixed pivot tongue. All of my steel looks much hotter today, and it's mainly due to the weather being very overcast when I was filming this. So these are the main dies that I want this tool for. As I said, this guillotine tool is limited. The opening is 30 millimeters wide, or about 1 inch and 3/16. Just super easy and accurate. I'm thinking about this as a guillotine tool that I might sell. I need to see if I can get this good tubing again, and if I can get the die stock planed / milled in a more cost-effective way. Regardless, this is something that I know I'll be using a lot in my own work. Big thanks to everyone who supports the channel. We got a lot more fooling around to do.